Welcome back, trail riders. I'm Josh at Badass Buggy Builders. We've got today from KEMIMOTO supplied us with some whip lights, ones that are turn signal adaptable. They can hook into your turn signals if you have turn signal kit on there, which we do actually have a turn signal kit on this razor that we're going to be installing them on, because KEMIMOTO also provided us with those as well. These are LED whip lights, run off of your phone, your cell phone, or you get a remote with them. Either way, they come with the all the install hardware. They come with these clamps already put on. Come with this nice American flag to fly them if you want to. And then we asked for, because we wanted to move them from the back of the razor to the roll cage on the side of it, we asked for this whip light bracket, flag bracket. It's made out of aluminum. They sent us this as well. It's pretty heavy duty. We'll be installing that on there. We're going to hook these up on this machine. It is we're going to tie them in to the whip lights we already had on there before. We had an old set on there. We've taken them off. They no longer work. Well, they don't work really. They don't work at all. They got
beat up to death.
They got beat to death trail riding, hitting a bunch of branches and stuff. So because they stood on the back of the machine, stood straight up. So the new ones are going to now come off the roll cage with these brackets instead of an angle, so they won't take such an impact on things. So we're going to put those on there and get them in there and hook them up to turn signals, brake lights, and then they also can be controlled by your phone through Bluetooth. So once again, we appreciate KEMIMOTO sending us these products. We'll get them mounted on there. We'll show you how to install them, and we'll move on. See you at the machine. All right, so we have already installed the control module here, and we've tied it in, these wires. We have tied them in up here into this big wiring harness, the mini fire hazard you got back here. We've already tied it into that from where the turn signal kit that KEMIMOTO supplied us with when we did the side mirrors on this machine. It's all tied in together right here. We've made all of our electrical connections. We've done weatherproof, watertight connections with shrink tape, shrink wrap, and we put it in all this wire loom, and it runs from here, comes up through here. One goes up and through here, right here. The other one goes across the frame and goes up to the other roll bar and goes up. This one we're going to bring right up and through here. We brought it right through here. We've got it laying right here. We are going to mount right here underneath this shock tower. We're going to mount this bracket. All right, so we're going to mount this right here with the provided hardware that KEMIMOTO gave us. We'll get that mounted up, and then we'll hook the whip light up to it and show you that. Go. Okay, so I'm going to put this bracket on there. I would advise putting some blue Loctite on there so these bolts don't work out. They are Allen bolts. I don't put the blue Loctite on there, but they're Allen bolts, so they don't lock out, or I'm sorry, lock out, so they don't work out on the trail when it's vibrating the machine going down the trail.
We already had issues with that.
Yep, we had issues with that before. I like to get them all started before I tighten them down.
I didn't work my whole life just to give it away. I didn't think I'd donate every cent that I made. I didn't want for nothing, now there's nothing to my name anymore. No, no. I used to keep my tackle in the past.
Now, before you tighten these all the way down and you snug everything up completely, I just tightened 2 of them down. I'm gonna put this whip light on, make sure it's straight, where it looks straight, where I like it. Then I'll snug these up the rest of the way. Now, I would advise taking this bolt here out because it's the only thing that holds this in here, and putting some Loctite on it. It does not come with Loctite. I would advise taking that out and putting Loctite on it as well.
Seat. I used to have a dog who only answered to me. Thought I was really something, now there's some things I can barely afford. Well, I fell for a thief, she even took my name, and damned if I'm sure.
All right, repeat the step on the other side. That looks good. Okay, so it looks good and straight. Are you still recording?
Yeah.
This looks good and straight this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these down the rest of the way. Switch over to my speed wrench here. We'll show you what they look like here in just 1 second. Stay tuned. Okay, boys and girls, that takes care of the install portion of this video. Now pretty much all that's left is a little bit more talking. We're going to take it out on the trail here after a while. It's still daylight outside, but you know, so we can't get you any good footage right now, but here in a little while it'll be dark and we'll take it out on the trail and get you some trail time footage. I would like to take a moment to thank KEMIMOTO for sending this to us. They are not paying us. We're not paid by them. They just reached out to us and wanted to know if we'd like to try out their new whip lights, the turn signal kit whip lights. And so we said, sure, we're glad to. But I asked them, hey, can you send us a bracket to go along with it to get my whip lights from back here to up here? Because when they're back here, they seem to catch a lot of low-lying branches and stuff, and it seems to wear them out because they quit working from about here up. So I got them moved over here. That's a nice bracket. It's a separate item. It doesn't come with the whip lights, but you can get it on KEMIMOTO's website. Chase, our cameraman, will put it in the description down below. And while we're talking about down below, how about going down below and hitting that bell, subscribing if you hadn't already subscribed. If you are subscribed, thank you for the subscriptions. But hit that bell down below and drop us some comments if you got any questions or concerns or anything at all. You know, we're rookies at doing these videos, but we're trying to get out there and give people honest reviews on things. Speaking of which, these right here, as far as like a level of difficulty to install, from a 1 to a 10, 10 being the hardest, 1 being the easiest, probably about a 2.5, maybe a 3, worst case scenario 3. It took about an hour and a half to install them. The brackets are real simple to put on. Pulling the wire was real easy. They give you plenty of wire. What you got a little left over, you can just spool it up like you seen in the video, like I did. The quality of the light so far, I mean, I've not road tested them yet. That will come later. I'm not trail testing them, I should say. That will come later. But I have noticed that when you're switching from turn signals to brake lights to backup lights, they're really crisp and fast. It's not a delay like some of the other ones we've had have had delays. The LED, the strip that's in here, it looks a lot better built than the other ones that we've had before. I've had 2 or 3 different manufacturers. So I'm really thinking that these are going to hold up a lot better, and especially me getting them up here and getting them at 45s versus sticking straight up. I believe they're going to hold up a lot better as well. I'd like to thank KEMIMOTO for supplying us these. I believe these are going to satisfy our needs. I mean, I think these are going to be really nice. I really like them so far. You've got the app. You can change all the colors from your phone as well. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate you watching this. Happy trails.
Falls, and I'm alone.
This thing does a lot better with the light.
Skin,
Oh yeah.
yeah, chill me to the bone. You turned and you ran. Oh yeah, whoa, slipped right from my hands. Yeah, blue on black, tears on a river, push on a shell, don't mean much. Joker on Jack, match on a fire, cold on ice, a dead man's touch, whisper on a scream. Never change a thing, doesn't bring you back.
All right, welcome back for the trail review. Glad y'all can make it back with us here. If you don't mind, do me a favor. Hit that notification button down there, click on it, hit that subscribe button. If y'all not already followers, we appreciate all the subscribers. We're getting on up there a little ways, and we appreciate all the help we can get. But anyway, got the mud washed off of it from Brimstone. Went riding in Brimstone, Tennessee this past weekend. Tried out these new KEMIMOTO whip lights. Pretty badass. Everything worked out really, really well. They did great. Held up good. The turn signal part of them works great. The brake light part of them works great. Oh, switch has got, sorry, my bad. Switch has got to be all the way on for that. There you go. There's your brake light. And then what I do like about these things, helps a big time, is when I turn my reverse lights on, they light up. These things light up. Looks like it starts with a clear and goes to an amber. But this is what I did not get. I didn't realize until we got up there. In the middle of the night, at midnight, when you're on the side of the trail working on something, it lights up this whole entire box here. And you can see all your stuff in it. That I was really impressed with. I probably like that better than anything. Being able to use them at night for beneficial purposes when you're working on something. They held up well. I did notice that this little set screw right in here, got to put some Loctite on it. It vibrates out. Even though it was tight from the factory, you're going to have to put some Loctite on it. The little set screw that's in here. Chase, can you bring that camera in here and show us that? Show the audience that. Yep. So, well, this is the review part. That screw right there, if you don't put Loctite on it, it will work its way out. That's my only downfall of it. Other than that, and I told you in the video in the install to go and put Loctite on it. I didn't put Loctite on it. I forgot to. I left it the way it was, and it it came out. So it got floppy. My lips got a little droopy. Other than that, no complaints. No complaints at all. They were on a scale of 1 to 10, definitely a 10. And that's pretty much it. I think that's it. Chase, you got anything in there to add? You was behind them the whole time. Did you like them? Okay. So they work better. And I like this thing being an angle versus the old ones that stuck straight up. They don't catch a whole lot. They don't catch a whole lot of stuff. So they don't hit a whole bunch. But anyway, all right. Well, thank y'all. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, hit us up with some comments. We appreciate the questions, concerns, comments, even bad things. If you got something bad to say, hey, let us have it. Critiques, we'll take it. Whatever you can give us, we'll take it. Thank you. Happy trails.